One of my favorite things to do is go library hopping. So, where I live, most of the libraries have bookstores. Maybe all of them, I don't know. I haven't been to all of them. But all the ones that I've been to have bookstores, and it is like one of my favorite things to do. So, we are going to get into this book haul from the library bookstore. My name is Raquel. Welcome and welcome back. Let's get started. So the first three books are books that I got for my daughter, who is 27. She moved into her own place, and she's there by herself, and so she needs something to do. A little scary, but anyway, the first one is called "In Love with the King" by Jaquel J. I paid $1 for that, and we got "Lawless" by Quan. That was 50 cents, and we got "Wrath" by Quan, which also was 50 cents. Um, I don't particularly like these kind of small books, but when somebody gives you something, you take what they're giving, right? And then I got uh, Business Not as Usual by Sharon C. Cooper, which I've never read any of her books, but I did see something new that she has out, so I'm looking forward to that. On Rotation, which is a hardcover large print, and these are 50 cents, which I think is super cool. I can actually read them without my glasses. And then I was able to get Animal 3 by Quan. This, I believe, was 50 cents. And I got Tiffany L. Warren, All the Things, what's it say? All the Things I Should Have Known. So this one, I am so in a rush. I've been looking for book two. I haven't come across it yet, but I am enjoying looking for it. It says, they are 40 something successful and done with trying to be perfect husbands. Oh, trying to find perfect husbands. So why can't Hannah, Twyla, and Kimberly have men strictly for companionship and mind-blowing sex? But the ladies soon find that real lust and no strings is way more complicated than they thought. Hannah is drawn to an aspiring writer, but trying to make him appreciate the finest things in life could tear them apart. Kimberly is swept off her feet by adrenaline junkie Sean, and Twyla's Instagram model is throwing her life into chaos. Now they need to trust their instincts and their hearts to reclaim their joy and the love that they truly deserve. So, usually Tiffany L. Warren writes Christian fiction. I don't know if this is Christian fiction. It doesn't kind of sound like it, but I'm still interested and I cannot wait. Then I got Concrete Rose. This is another one of those hardcover, large print books. This is a banned book. I also got another book by Angie Thomas, the part two to the book. Hmm, I can't think of the name of the book, but I got the part two to the other one. If I think about it, or if I could grab it, because it's kind of over there, I'll get it. So, Kimberly Lawson Roby's Sister Friends Forever. Never, I have read some of this book. I didn't read the whole thing. So maybe I'll go back, maybe not. And then I got The Ultimate Betrayal by Kimberly Lawson Roby, and this is part of the Curtis Black series. So if you don't know what the Curtis Black series is, these are also Christian fiction. And Curtis Black is a pastor at a mega church, and he is a serial cheater, and so he has a wife, and of course he cheats and does all this stuff. He has babies, and then his kids grow up, and then his kids have books as well. And so that is why it's 10 books, because it's him and his first wife, and then they have a daughter, and then he has another wife, and they have kittens. Read the series, it's good. especially if you like Christian fiction. um, and then I got Harlem Rhapsody, which I did a short video on just a couple of days ago. And if you want to check that out, but I read it before I bought it, and that's just because I wanted to have this book for myself. Um, I liked the book, but there was some other things in the book that I wanted to kind of look up. So yeah, I wanted to go through that book. And then I got Good Dirt by Charmaine Wilkins and Charmaine Wilkerson. And me and some ladies are going to read this book. We are not a book club, just a couple ladies reading the book. I encouraged one to read, and then she brought in somebody else. So this one says, sometimes the only way forward is to look back. When 10-year-old Abby Freeman heard the gunshot, she stopped. When she saw her brother Baz on the floor, surrounded by shattered pieces of the treasured heirloom, her life felt shattered as well. The crime was never solved. Ever since, the Freemans, one of the only black families in the well-to-do enclave in New England, have dreaded becoming the center of another media frenzy. But but when now grown Ebby's high profile romance falls apart, that's exactly what happens. Ebby flees to France find only for her past to follow. As she processes the shock, she begins to think about the other loss, the other loss her family suffered that day. The stoneware jar that had been in their family for generations, brought north by an enslaved ancestor. Soon, Ebby realizes that the handcrafted piece held more than just her family's history. It might also be the key to claiming the new future. Wilkerson traces the reverberation of the crime, the factoring of the family, and the myriad choices we face when we try to ease the wound of the past and grapple with the fragments of a fraught inheritance. With its weaving of voices and deft movement through time and place, Good Dirt showcases Wilkerson's signature style and mastery of the craft, confirming her place as one of the most exciting novelists writing today. I cannot wait. I am so excited. I don't even I don't know. I haven't started it. Well, to be honest, I've actually already read it. I just want to read it with these ladies so I have somebody to discuss it with. But I did not mention to them that I've read it. So hopefully, if they see this video, they won't be upset by it. I don't think it will. And I was able to get Ashley Antoinette's Butterfly. I have read the Butterfly series. I have read the Ethic series. And I know a lot of people talk about it, but I really wasn't that impressed. I mean, not like that. It was a good series, but like the way people talk about it is just like it's over the top, and I just didn't get that. Now, some of the other books that they've written together, oh yeah, I definitely enjoyed it. Like, yeah, what was it? The Day the Hood Stood Still, the uh who was it? The Hustler's Wife, I think it is. Yeah, they have some really good books. I just didn't find Ethic to be better than some of the other books that I've read by them. Anyways, another Kimberly Lawson Roby book. I guess as you can tell, I really like her. This one came from the thrift store, and I think it was probably like $2.99 or $3.99. I've never read this book, so I'm gonna read the synopsis. It says, addiction, deception, pretty pictures hide ugly secrets, the perfect marriage. Denise and Derek Shaw are the perfect American couple, happily married for 15 years. They have a wonderful daughter, Mackenzie, successful career, and a beautiful house in a posh Chicago suburb. They are attracted, respected, and hiding a shocking secret, a dangerous addiction to drugs. It started innocently enough, Denise occasionally used prescription drugs to help her deal with the long hours and demanding nature of her job. Derek, also under pressure at work, began using cocaine socially with some of his colleagues. Then quit, excuse me, then excuse me, they can quit whenever they want to. At least that is what Denise would like to believe. As her job becomes more stressful, Denise can no longer get through the day without a fix. Derek realizes his harmful habit has become anything but and desperately wants to get clean. However, his attempts are derailed when there is a sudden family tragedy. Once soulmates, now this husband and wife are quickly losing the immense love that had been the cornerstone of their marriage. With their parents spiraling out of control, Mackenzie makes an unexpected move to take matters into her own hands. Is her sacrifice too late, or is there still hope? Is there a final chance to save the Shaw family? And this sounds really good. It really does. And then my last book, which is Best Friends Forever, also by Kimberly Lawson Roby. And I'm going to go ahead and read this really quickly because I'm not familiar with this book either. It says things fall apart in the Richardson household. Angry arguments between Celine and her husband Keith have become routine. She resents that he works long hours and staying out all night, and he accuses her of not giving him the attention he deserves. Their marriage is at a crossroads, and Celine agonizes over how her 10-year-old daughter Cassie will be affected. But the situation turns devastating when Celine is diagnosed with breast cancer. As her relationship with Keith deteriorates, Celine worries that she'll be left to navigate a difficult process of cancer treatment alone. Comfort and support come from of Celine's best friend Lauren. They've been attached at the hip since they were children, and it's Lauren who is there for Celine in her darkest hour. Now Celine will be forced to make tough decisions about her marriage and otherwise, and for the first time in her life, she wants to give up. Lauren vows to help by any means necessary and make the kind of sacrifice only a best friend can. But will it be too late? This also sounds really, really good. Yeah, so I'm really excited to read it. I hope you enjoyed the video, and until next time, see you soon.